Still in Ardenfell, questing around. If you missed the last episode, we did a little bit more questing too. But if you caught the episode before that, the long 2-hour one, me and Gabe, here I'll just bring it up on the map here. Me and Gabe went over to Green Shade, and we tackled City of Ash, 1 and 2. So we completed both of them. I would definitely recommend going back and at least watching the last boss fight, because Gabe kicked ass. I died around 25% left, so I mean it was a fight, dude. It was a straight up fight, and Gabe pulled incredible clutch in at the end, so I would definitely recommend at least going back and watching the end of that video, or the beginning, because there was a little exploration involved as well. Haha, you hit me once. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is... There we go.
You are kind to check up on Hallingier, but this one is fine. Again, thank you. What? How could she? Why would she do that? Hallingier is no threat to anyone. Skooma? No, no, no. Hallingier does not make skooma. My sister and cousin were both addicts. This one would never make such a thing. I only grow moon sugar, Walker. For personal use, you see. You would not ruin a life over such a thing, would you? Hey, Hallingier has huge appetites. A little sugar in the morning to start the day, a little in the evening to soothe the soul. Moon sugar is a beautiful thing, my friend. The Riddlethar's gift to all Khajiit. Oh, 100 blessings on you, Walker.
That's not my place. As a recovering alcoholic addict myself, yes.
For your trouble.
Being forced into it is not something I want to do. I'm recovering because I want to recover. So, let's move on. That's another quest done. Oh, looks like we got a river troll on our ass, so... Keep stabbing there. Okay, well, as you know, we're... What the shit? You little cheap bastard. Fine, let's play this game. Alright, let's figure out what we're doing next. Yes. So it's already one quest done. Okay. Here we are.
Yes. Can I help you, Suryo? Bless his eyes. Yes, I'm Sun in Shadow. Yoki told you I have a plan to earn our freedom, right? It will require finesse and discretion. I trust that I can count on you for both. To earn my freedom, I need the help of Magister Thurana. She's a recently elevated Telwani Magister. Not so set in her ways as the others, and probably more likely to remember her early struggles. I know she wants something from Zane Tararis. I need to find out what it is, then get it for her. I'm afraid not. I traded in some favors to get a better idea of what she's seeking, but I learned very little. Apparently her mouth, Erevan Ontham, has some correspondence that might give us a clue. I need that letter. Be cautious in the council house, Sarah.
Well, let's do this then. Sage with Mora.
And who might you be? Master Erevan is away on business. Has been for some time, in fact. I know a prowler when I see one. What do you want? No one just wanders into a council mouth's office looking around. I should report you. What are you really after? And do be honest, we've already wasted enough time here. Ah, the one about Zane Tararis, is it? Well, I could call the guard and be about my day, but I am a Telvanni after all. We don't turn away an opportunity when it presents itself. Perhaps you could help me with a problem I've run into. It's a matter of literature, or lack thereof. I wrote a poem, you see, a cloying, drunken mess of a poem. The post delivered it to my darling Ether Dora just this morning. If you get it away from her, the letter is yours. She spends most of her time in the study, here in the council hall. She's very diligent, always leaning over one book or another. And the way she licks her thumb when she turns the pages. Sorry, you'll find her in the study, yes.
Okay. Easy enough.
I hope this is good news. Well, did you get my poem? Quick, give it here! Phew, what a relief. All right, Fla, I'm going to burn this embarrassment. I sure hope I didn't leave Master Erevan's correspondence box unlocked. That would be careless in the extreme. Farewell. Good riddance to bad writing.
Here we are.
What do you want?
Let's get back to Sun and Shadow.
There you are. I was afraid you'd been compromised. Were you successful? Did Ontham have anything worth raiding? May I? Ah, a saint's relic. Saint Films. Never heard of him. Says here, the Redoran want it too. To squirrel away in some musty old chapel, no doubt. We need to make sure Thurana gets it before they do. Looks like the shrine is locked, protected by some puzzle ward. Luckily, the letter provides some hints on how to break in. Solve the puzzle, grab the relic, then make haste to tell Barana. Thurana should be there. offer her the relic on my behalf. Somewhere between certain and apprehensive.
Let's get out of here and get over to Xantarius. Okay. I'm just gonna say that's how you pronounce it, probably not. God blessed.
Lazy vermin. If you want to eat this week, work.
Yes, mistress.
Well, get to it. Now!
Yes, mistress. Sorry, mistress.
Pardon the mess. My slaves require another lesson concerning their work ethic. And they're no good overseer as well. I suppose I'll have to wield the lash myself today. Have my friends been gossiping about her again? You'd think there were no better topics of conversation. Yes, Tywin is my slave. She's no unshed nixhound, but she's still a capable harvester. What do you want? Well, I need someone who can do that too, and I already have Tywin. Seems like you're out of luck. Baseless slander! Though I do tire of these ugly rumors surrounding my son. 3 red star shells. That's the smallest offer I'll entertain. A bog. Telvanni wizard.
Alright, now we have to find wherever this is. Okay. No. Let me look it up, because I really, really hate puzzles. Let's see here. Okay. Light the brazier with 2 skulls next to it. Here we go. Wasn't too bad.
The door is open! Open at last!
Alright. Just need to get around and down. Okay, here we go. Here we go.
Excellent. Another clumsy adventurer bumbles into my home. I really must put a hex on that lift. Have you come to rob me? That would go very poorly for you. Sun in Shadow. Oh yes, I know the lizard. An enterprising young mage, if memory serves. Don't look so surprised. Her magical abilities are the worst kept secret in Sadrith Mora. What does she want? I hope you bring more than boring salutations. Do you now? Well, she's a clever one, isn't she? Even convinced you to do the work for her. Impressive. So, what does our scaled friend want in exchange for this relic? No. Give me a moment. I'm keen to guess. She wants her freedom, right? Oh, good. I was afraid she'd do something boring with her freedom, like run off into the marsh to worship trees or some such. Sun and Shadow shall have my endorsement. I'll give you a writ. Deliver it to my mouth, Erevan. He'll know what to do.
Done and done. Oop, back up.
There, that should be sufficient. Now, take that writ and be off. I have a relic to study.
Sweet. We just saved someone from being a servant.
Do you need something? I'm rather busy at the moment. Oh? Let me see that. Submit to council. Argonian slave freed. Services to House Telvanni. Well. I've always known Sun in Shadow to be ambitious, but this is quite the master stroke. I shall take this to the council and send for her. Feel free to wait in the council chamber. We will rule on this matter soon. One other thing. Some of my personal correspondence went missing recently. If that ever happens again, the Morag Tong will hear of it. I trust we understand each other. I'll give this to the council.
Imagined this moment since I was a hatchling. I knew I'd be free eventually, but now that the moment's here, I just hope I don't embarrass myself. They'll deliberate, needle each other a bit, then set me free. I only hope that they'll take me on as a hireling as well. I'll even get my own quarters. Can you imagine that? Not only my own room, a whole house to myself. My heart is racing. Yes, of course. I mean, eventually. We can talk about that later. Just let me bask in this moment, all right? Truly, I couldn't have done this without you and Ioki. A plan is only as useful as the people who carry it out. You have my deepest thanks, Sarah. Now, I suppose it's time.
Well. What brings a slave to our audience chamber?
I bring tidings from my august patron, Magister Tharana. She would have your masters know that this slave, Sun in Shadow, has earned her favor.
What? Magistress Thorana would lend her good name to this thing? Preposterous.
Relasa, don't be as tiresome as your master.
Should we move this along, please?
Very well. Magister Thorana, by right of rank, demands that the slave girl, Sun in Shadow, be freed from her bonds and raised up to a hireling of the great house Telvanni. She belongs to Magister Otheri, does she not?
Indeed. My most beneficent patron, Magister Otheri, acquiesces to Magister Thorana's demands. He is confident that Thorana will remember this kindness in the future. Sun and Shadow, you are hereby freed and lifted up to the rank of hireling.
My most majestic patron, Magister Gothrin, warns you all. Lift up one of these beasts, and 1,000 more will follow. This is folly.
If there's nothing else, I have urgent business in Tel Mora.
You're a bitch, dude. And I... Oh, you're lucky I can't assassinate you.
You've done well, girl. Do come by in a day or so. I may have some
Okay,
more.
well that's another quest done. Brings us down to 13. So here. Man, got a decent amount of stuff to do yet. Right. Is that another quest? Okay. Hello? Oh, you can't get much more below than this. Oh, come on. Am I really stuck? Here we go.
Problem as promised, Lord Thonlin. But we need to hire protection if the ruin is as infested as you say.
I would employ ghost hunters who can't hunt ghosts. Just find your help and get to work before I change my mind.
If only all spirits could be dealt with by simply slashing away at them.
I'm going to take a moment to make an assumption. You're somewhat versed in fighting, or at the very least defending yourself. It's your aura and the swagger that give it away. Are you looking for work by chance? My outfit specializes in spirit intervention, investigating hauntings and putting lingering spirits to rest. Spirits aren't always welcoming, though. In cases like our current job, we need someone to watch our backs. We're to cleanse a malicious presence on lands recently acquired by our employer. I know very little about the area, other than the Ashlanders think it's cursed. Whatever the presence is, it likely won't sit idle while we exorcise it. Hence, you. Our destination is an old fortress far to the north, accessible only by a small pass in the mountains. There's an Ashlander camp outside of it where we'll be stopping for supplies. We may find out more from them.
Greetings, fellow traveler of whatever town we're in. Speak to me as a friend, for that is what we shall become. That is, unless you have darkness in your heart, then we will part as the greatest of enemies. For I only mingle with those pure. Righteous? I know. It is the many years I've studied underneath the tutelage of the noblest and most honorable of lords and ladies. My teachers would give their food to the hungry, their money to the poor, their clothes to the naked. They were. So much so they ended up on the streets with no home, no money, and no food. But they had purity in their hearts, and that's what was important. Until they caught the plague, then most of them died. But they died with honor.
Balara Nama I, traveler. May the spirits walk among you as an ally, and your shadow never stray from your feet. It is the language of my people's religion and beliefs. It dates back to ancient times when the true gods were worshipped, when mortals and immortals lived side by side as equals. It's very old. I can tell you more about it, for a donation, of course. The name of our religion is so ancient that the mortal tongue cannot speak its name, but it holds the secrets of divinity. Its true followers long ago achieved perfection and left this world behind. I found their lost archives and scrolls. Just a fraction of the truth, traveler, but enough. The path of perfection is open to me, and you may follow it. For another small donation, I can give you a...
Our destination.
Here we go.
Can't you hear it? The song. It's all wrong. We have to... Well, it's about damn time. You daffy House Rhetoric types have... Wait. You're not House Rhetoric. Ah. Should have known better. You'd best move on, stranger. This mine's cursed. It'll snatch you up just like poor Thogbruth if you aren't careful. Sorry for growling and moping. We've just been waiting for these damned Redoran surveyors so long. Kind of lost hope, you know? My egg hands are in buckets of trouble. Some strange noise is turning their brains to pudding, driving the Kwama mad too. It's put a hex on them. They won't budge. They just pace and hum and blubber like idiots. Practically had to beat Thogbruth senseless to drag them out here. Ugh, something in that noise, that song. It's got them by the beards and won't let go. Maris, mercy. Thank you, friend. I'm supposed to wait until the Redoran surveyors show up. But to some God with that. I want my people home safe.
Yeah, we'll come back to that.
Those ruins belong to Galgala and his curse. You sent those people to their deaths.
Your tales of make-believe may scare off gullible... These Ashlanders are fools, stuck in their primitive fictions. Galgala and his curse are supposed to scare me? Ha! Wait, who are you? Why are you speaking to me? Well, you're tardy. I sent the others ahead. May as well settle in here. At the rate you move, they'll be back before we finish this conversation. And whose fault is that? Every day...
You better hope you're not killable after this, because if you are, I'm coming back for you. Self-entitled prick.
This land is more hostile than I expected. Maybe we should have gone... You made it! Lord Thonlin ushered us out of the camp so fast we almost didn't get supplies. Bastard threatened to pull our contract if we didn't hurry up. Luckily, this case seems fairly standard. Just some mad spirits we need to put to rest. Well, we have a name. Galgala. That'll help us call him out. Find out what's ailing him and all that. That'll make things a little bit easier. So long as he's not one of those spirits that tries to possess people or something. Wait, what? That changes things. A lot. We've only dealt with a possession spirit once. We lost our friend Lonnie dealing with it. That bastard Thonlin said nothing about this. We need Farwind's ward set up, fast. She went to set her protection wards around the site. Standard practice is to scout for optimal placement. Do what you need to in order to get it.
I see the ghosts are still on my land there.
So good of you to join us, Lord.
You must pardon me a moment. I require focus while I commune with the old gods. They will show me the Jahida of this place and guide my placement of their protective. Your help is appreciated. I can fend for myself, but conjuring these wards is taxing, and establishing a spirit barrier is only the first step. I must continually channel the flow of magic to maintain it for any extended period of time. The wards must align around a focal point as near to the haunting as we dare. A body shifter? Old gods protect us. Not everyone survived our last brush with something like that. I must pray. There. Not good. These spirits are being drawn to where our wards need to be placed.
It's so nice to have visitors, and so many. Who shall be my favorite, I wonder?
It's done. The spirit knows what we're up to. We need to hurry before it decides to stop toying with us. ghosts. They must be under the sway of the body shifter. He owns them body and soul.
More lively than the other ones. More
This evil has lingered here for a very long time. There, the last one. Clear the way and we'll be safe soon enough.
Such a pretty, hopeful smile. I'll have to practice it.
No! Touch the light! Set the ward! Ah!
So we got a perverted ghost?
My righteous friend, what are you
Well,
doing
at
with your
least the
hands?
ward is keeping the spirits out for now, which is...
Okay.
Well, at least the ward is keeping... We have to get her back, before it's too late. She's not lost. It's no easy thing casting a living soul from its body. We have time, but she's not the only one in danger. This shield won't last very long without Farwen channeling magic to it. I don't suppose he offered us a handy map or some directions to where he's hiding. No, of course not. This damn spirit wants to use one of our own against us. Well, two can play at that. If we can lure a spirit into this ward, we'll have it under our control. Temporarily, anyways. We'll be able to question it. If the spirit is bound to this Galgala, it'll be compelled to tell us where he hides. By breaking it down to its very essence and then rebuilding it again. I need you to destroy these spirits until you find one powerful enough that its essence remains. Bring that essence back to us, and we'll do the rest.
Great. How do we do this?
Place the essence in the circle here. Rise up, spirit, and be bound to my command.
Why do you summon me, vessels?
Vengeful spirit, you will tell us where your master holds our friend.
Silence, weaklings. I will speak to the one who brought me here.
Wait, that's not how this is supposed to work.
Yes, you are strong. I understand Galgala's interest now. You'll make a fine vessel. Ask what you will, but our time is short. Determine your questions wisely. Ha ha ha. Galgala does not hide, but a good first question. He is not here. This ruin merely acts as a dungeon for his captive souls. You will know it soon enough. His fortress is near, if you look closely. The lava pass under the bridge of stone. She clings to her shell. Our master likes to toy with his puppets before their end. I remember my death vividly. If Galgala were to be defeated, I'd not be saddened. But there would be consequences. Last question. Choose carefully. Your friend will die soon. Destroy Galgala's vessel, and his essence will seek safe harbor in her weakened body. His power will sustain it, and she will live. I'm sure you do. I'd like to see how this ends, but alas.
And there goes our ward. Guess Farwin's spell could only hold so long without her being here.
Ward or not, I expect my land to be cleared, and soon.
We sure are out in the open now, aren't we? I hate to admit it, but we're in over our heads. We have to do something to get Farwin back, but you heard what the spirit said. Shars and I aren't warriors. There's no way we're defeating Galgala. I mean, I know you're supposed to be our bodyguard. I just didn't expect we'd need the position to be taken quite so literally. You know what? I'm going to let you do your job. I might even know where Galgala is. Right. We passed it on our way here, just south. I'll mark it for you. Go and do whatever it takes to save our friend. Farwin's strong. If anyone can deal with an evil spirit in them, it's her. It's too dangerous to stick around without them. All right, team. We're packing up and heading back to town. Our friend will have to.
What? What are you talking about? You've hardly done anything.
I'm gonna kill that lord. Self-entitled prick.
I had hoped to greet you as a friend, but we will be very close soon.
Oh, how confident you are. Kind of like a mosquito, isn't it? Constant stab, 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 and
Too strong. I can't have you. But fortunately, I have other playthings.
Free? Am I free? I was a prisoner. I had to get away. I feel better now. The pain, it's fading. I feel so light, drifting away. Am I dead? Galgala. Yes, his presence is all around, smothering. I need to rest. I'm so tired. Just let me lie down for a moment. I have to stay awake. My body feels so heavy, but God, it hurts. I can feel him clawing at the back of my eyes. I don't know that I can do this. I don't know. Finish me. End my life before this spirit can take control. I don't want to be his puppet. What do you know of my gods? The irony. My fate left in the hands of my faith. I want to live, divines. You hear me? I am going to live. It's quiet now. It's quiet. Let's get out of here.
All right. Come on.
And our hero returns. Let's hear it for our friend here.
Bravery, honor...
We were wondering when you were going to arrive. I told the others to wait until you got here before we began celebrating, but Shars found the drinks and one thing led to another and, well, I'm glad that you're here now. Good spirits. I'll have to remember that one. Why wouldn't we be? You saved our dear Farwen and rid the world of a terrible evil. Farwen told us all about your battle to banish Galgala, the stuff of lead. She said you destroyed his material body and drove him out of those ruins. With Galgala gone, those other bound spirits will clear out soon enough as well. Not even Lord Thonlund can argue the results. Our job is a success because of you. As promised, here's your payment. I even threw in some extra for going above and beyond what we could have ever asked of you. If we ever decide to start an official Ghost Hunters Guild, you'll be the first to know, my friend.
If you all excuse me, I'm going to find some more wine. This day has been quite taxing.
I have a bad feeling about this. I'm gonna follow her for a second.
I'm sorry. I just needed to take a little breather away from everyone. Just a bit to get my strength back. No one needs to know what actually happened to Galgala. I have things under control. He's gone from the ruins, which means I'm thankful for your concern. But the eight... Did I say the eight? I believe...
I have a feeling we're not done there. Okay, but we're done with the quest, so we are going to end this video. If you guys did like this, please drop a like down below, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out.